Everyone, Maryann here, Revealing Light Tarot, Astrology and Spirituality. I'm here to do a look at the economy for the rest of the year, and also we'll do a broad overview look at 2024, what's likely to happen. I did an economic reading in December, I think it was, of last year. I said we were going to have this downturn. We would not go into a full-blown what the financial experts call a recession. We would course correct through some pretty good policies, and basically that's what's happened. But I'm just getting this feeling right now that there could be something looming, and I just want to check it out for you and for me. So we'll look at the economy for the rest of the year, and then we'll look at 2024. Finally, citizens, Citizens' Rights, something or other. It's a not-for-profit, very well-known group in the US, in Colorado, has brought a suit challenging Trump's qualifications to be on the ballot. Experts are saying that Crew has standing, absolutely, and also under Colorado law, it has to be settled. So it will be interesting if this goes all the way to the Supreme Court. Maybe I can get a clearer look at what that 14th Amendment might mean for Trump. Will he actually be on the ballot? And maybe that's the question I can ask. We'll see how much time we've got. Also want to extend the light of healing and compassion to Moroccans. There was a terrible earthquake, thousands. I think the death toll is up to a couple of thousand now, and there's these numbers are going to climb, and there's about 1,800 people missing. So it was an extremely strong earthquake, I think 6.8 in magnitude. So please, just a moment, please, to send the light of love, healing and compassion to those affected by that earthquake. We'll see what else we've got to go on. The grand jury, Jack Smith, the special prosecutor in America, his grand jury is hearing further evidence. My bet is on the wire fraud. I did a reading a few weeks ago which said, yes, he's going after Trump's PAC. It's wire fraud, and likely they're going to freeze those assets. Meanwhile, Letitia James in New York is showing the alleged financial fraud that the Trump org, already been committed, criminally found guilty of tax and insurance fraud. That's the Trump org. Now, Letitia James, the New York Attorney General, is looking at the Trump as directors, Trump and his 3 offspring. All right, so let's get a move on. Let's look at this economy and find out why I've got that little bit of a nagging doubt that we might go back down. So in the months to come, and I don't know what might cause that. There are, but anyway, look, let's just go for the economy here. Where are we now? We're in September, so we'll look at October, November, December, and then we'll pull for 2024. So can you show me the economy, please? October, November, December for the rest of this year, please, month by month. October, November, December, so that'll be 3 cards. And then we'll pull a spread for 2024. So the global economy, please. Now, individual countries, some will fare better, some will fare worse. In the UK, I'm sorry to say that they have been struggling post-Brexit. Just a whole bunch of things have caught up with the economy in the UK. Let's see, the US has been doing quite well under President Biden's approaches. So let's just see around the world here. Okay, so the economy for the next 3 months. October, November, December, please. Show me the global economy. October, November, December. Okay, so it's more like a defensive thing. There's not a lot of room to grow at all, unless you're very you've got that acumen to see where you might invest. But I don't see a lot of growth occurring for the rest of this year. All right, let's have a look. It's almost like we're in a defensive mode. 3 cards, please. October, November, December. 3 cards. Yeah, we are definitely. Why? Because there's so many obstacles and challenges. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Well, we have to go to... there it is. January. That's my feeling. January, February, and March. Okay. Yep. All right. So... there will be, what I'm seeing here is there, all right, let's just pull the laptop down. You can see the cards. This is the new Palladini deck. 6 of Swords in October. Things are going to be travelling, okay. It looks like we've got dug ourselves out of a ditch in a way. November, we get the Wheel of Fortune, and I'm not totally convinced that might be a papering over things, because I definitely see in January a downturn. So October, November, we'll take a look at the clarifying cards. December, we've got the Lovers card, Gemini, relationships, could be global relationships under strain as well. We'll do clarifiers there, but then we hit January. We see that January there's a bit of we're carrying a lot of weight. I see the obstacles and challenges here, and it could be they go to a tipping point for whatever reason. Natural disasters, supply and demand, not enough supply, too much demand. Inflation might move up in January. You will come off the back of spending over Christmas, perhaps spending money that people don't have. We have February. We do get a bit of a wake-up call early next year, and we've got moderation. So, really choosing to be careful and cautious. And we've got the Knight of Rods. So there's movement here, and the Ace of Pentacles. There's movement of inflation up. I think generally across the world. And here is the card that I keep seeing in my mind's eye: the 5 of Rods. These obstacles and challenges. It's like, yeah, we can't kind of pull together. We're pulling away from each other, and of course, we've got this ongoing invasion of Ukraine. So it's a challenging environment, and of course all of that, gas prices, the ruble crashing in Russia, gas prices rising in Russia, of all things, a shortage of gas, renewables not quite being where they need to be to replace the fossil fuels. There's all sorts of challenges. One of the biggest are the natural disasters that are occurring, and so all this on the back. Thank you. Sorry, there's just somebody in front of me. All of this on the back of the pandemic. We still haven't recovered. Particularly, our health systems aren't recovering quick enough. Those public health systems in the UK and Australia, possibly Canada, I'm not sure, but certainly in Australia and the UK, backlogs still that haven't been cleared. If you want something done here in Australia, an urgent test, you actually pay for it if you've got the money. If you don't have the money, you go without. The waiting lists are so long. So all of these kind of reasons, we kind of feel it. We feel that we're not kind of, the lucky people at the moment. We're feeling the multiple forces that are upon us, and of course this is economic as well. Interesting, we get the Ace of Pentacles and the Knight of Rods. Yeah, so inflation is always the enemy, isn't it? Anyway, let's go month by month and just do a little bit of a drill down. Show me the 6 of Swords. Okay, so something's coming up. Yeah, 5 of Pentacles. So we kind of dodged a missile, if you like, but it's kind of not. There's no strength to it. The 5 of Pentacles is a time of change, and where people are actually doing it tough, but we might think we've avoided the worst. Okay, let's take a look at the Wheel of Fortune, October. So October, I don't see a massive crash or anything like that. It's just we're kind of skating along in the same way. What's this in November? What is this in November? Is this the start of inflation rising? What is it? There's a rise of something. Show me what the Wheel of Fortune is. So we get here, yeah, something's on the move. Movement of some kind. We also get victorious, being victorious, and we get the big money. You know, and it's the same old story. You know, the rich are going to do really well, you know, and so you might see good gains in the stock market, but that's not the entire story, because we get an abuse of power here. You know, again, I go to the financial institutions. Show me this Wheel of Fortune, please, if I'm on the right track. And we get the Knight of Pentacles, sustainability, reliability. And we get coming together, some kind of celebration, but we get an inevitability occurring here and a retreat. So it could be the gains of the past, you know, year or so. We might start to see things move on upwards. This won't apply for everybody though, because I see some people do really well in November. It could be the stock market. All right, let's have a look at December, the Lovers, Gemini. Now, in one way, the twins, Gemini twins, the Lovers, are there to bring balance forward, because it's making a decision that we don't move to an extreme situation. So we get retreat, the 4 of Swords, which is retreat, and we get loss. So I think your economic indicators are going to start to show in December what is occurring, what's going to occur in January. It's sort of October, things might look good, but it's just not going to be that way. Let's have a look at the 10 of Rods. We're struggling a little bit in January of 2024. What's this 10 of Rods? Need for another course correction, I'm feeling. Also, you have a possible government shutdown in the US as well, just to add to the miseries of everything. 10 of Rods. Show me the 10 of Rods in January. What is this? Show me the 10 of Rods in relation to the economy. Straining at the belt. Okay. Yeah, okay, crossroads. Yeah. And we get the abundance card, the Empress, and we get movement. Something to do with Russia. Russia, and in January, I'm not sure why that's there. Something coming to fruition in time. And we get the Hierophant, a higher authority here. Could have something to do with the World Bank having in some way, and I'm not sure, I don't know, but I'm just seeing that we're struggling and straining. Does Russia's economy need attention there as well? All right, let's look at what happens in February. There's something, decisions needing to be made about the future, and it's like a world body that actually decides that. Okay, so let's have a look at February, the Page of Swords. It's like a truth that can't be ignored in February in relation to the economy. Show me February, please. I think it's okay. Well, there's hope. That's good. A good card. But we're walking away from something here, and we get hidden things that we can't see that are around the corner, and a lot of turbulence. Yeah, The first few months of next year are going to be, according to these cards, there's volatility here. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles, absolutely. What is it about? It could even be the banking system. January, February are very, very difficult months. Well, not very, very difficult, but there's something there that's going to rock the boat, rock that boat. All right, let's look at March. The Temperance card suggests an evening out of obstacles, of challenges, of difficulties, moderation and temperance, being very careful around spending and investing. What is this Temperance card here in relation to the economy? Yeah, so moderation in all things related to monetary policy. No risks should be taken because we've got the ending of something and illusion and delusion. I just don't like these cards. However, we've got the Page of Wands. We take our first steps forward and we start to rebuild. There's going to be a need for new monetary policy by March of next year in some way to counter what has happened in January, February. Now, I'm going to pull just a overall reading on the financial conditions of 2024. There's something going to occur with the banks in January, February, early in the new year. I can be specific and ask that question, but let's take a look. Okay. So 2024 financial economic conditions. Show me 2024 financial economic conditions, knowing that that's going to get a bit rough in the new year. Show me general financial conditions. What's the economy doing in 2024? What is the economy? Show me the economy, general financial conditions. There's a wave coming. A wave. Okay, and it's swamping that Page of Swords. So, show me general financial conditions in 2024. I don't know what the wave was. It's a big wave. Okay, Seven of Cups. Illusion and delusion is the signifier card, and the Ten of Rods. Oh, dear. So, good choices are what's going to matter as we finish up this cycle. Good choices, this cycle of, yes, we can feel it. We can feel it. We don't need to be told everything is not perfect or normal or whatever. There's so many challenges. That's what the Ten of Rods is. So many challenges. And it's up to us to make the right choices here. The Wheel of Fortune is anchoring this reading, so I like that. The wheel turns. So even if there's a downturn, we ultimately get a movement upward. We've got the strength in the past, the economy strength in the past. I kind of feel like there's a need for a makeover, a complete makeover of the direction that we were heading in. There's just been too much volatility, and this is going to take wise economic heads, which we have globally, to put together something that isn't as risky. It's like we kind of got we got off the guardrails in a way, and we get moderation and balance crowning the reading. That's going to be very important. Balancing the books in 2024, whether you're government or an individual. We get the Ace of Pentacles in the immediate future. This is like a new start. So again, in all my readings, I talk about the ending of, these old cycles. It's like you can go through periods of growth, and if you don't make those wise choices and you let things get out of control for whatever it is, you're going to have a bit of a wake-up call, and I think financially that's what's occurring. The Three of Cups, in the current environment, we get celebrations, supporting each other. We also get the lies, and this is a worry because that's the environment. We've got, we are not perceiving, and it worries me with the banks, we're not perceiving the real situation here. I wish I could say things got better in 2024. Our hopes and our fears that we can keep a lid on it, that things don't spiral out of control. And we get the Queen of Pentacles in the outcome. So she is a comfort there. The Queen of Pentacles, that's stability. So our challenge in 2024 is to stabilise the economy. And it looks like we're going to be victorious. These are good outcome cards, and we get that new start there. But it, there's just going to be a lot there to contend with. The Three of Pentacles, building something new, and logic, and being tough. So there will be, and as I said this in December, there's going to be a need for monetary governments to be very cautious in their spending, and I think I got held down a bit, but that's the truth of it. I think the volatility we are being, and I don't want to go into conspiracy theories, but I think we are not seeing the full picture about the volatility of our economies right now, and particularly of I'm just going to ask about the banking system. Is the banking system what I'm seeing, the volatility in the banking system? Will we see? Now, you had a series of banks collapse earlier on. And then the economy was stabilised. The US, of course, bailed out the banking conglomerates that were in trouble. Are we going to see any sort of movement here in terms of bank failures, large bank failures? Is this what we're going to see? Large bank failures. I did hear one, and we get the Page of Swords, and that was a February card, remember, and a retreat, ill health. Yeah, definitely going to see some kind of banking issue in the new year. Ooh, one bank is going to collapse, at least one. And really we should have expected it, because that Knight of Swords is in the past. What's crowning this reading? Suspending and pausing something, and then we have the King of Rods. The Congress could be called upon. I'm worried about the government shutdown in the US because of the volatility again of Republicans who control monetary policy in the House of Representatives in the Congress. Something coming in, we're getting news here coming in, defending oneself. The crossroads. It looks like there is going to be one that could fail. The Queen of Rods. It will take again loss. It will take good planning to avert complete and utter loss here. The Nine of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles, I would just say watch the new year, diversify. These are tarot cards, go to your financial planner and get their expertise on this. But you really do need, according to these tarot cards, you need to diversify your investments and savings. Make sure you've got them in safe ones. Look at any banks. Keep your nose to the ground. Consult with your financial planner if you can. Look for any trouble in the banks in the new year in 2024. Looks like good government will step in again, because I do see again that stability returning in 2024. But okay, I'm going to shut this one down, and then if I've got time, pull again on some other matters or not. Depends. This is Sunday, so I'm not sure. I will catch up with you again soon. Bye for now.